with flaming fist property will be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
And what good is that gonna do us? How are we gonna support ourselves?
People like you make what I do so much harder. Can hardly argue against execution when menaces like you run free, can I?
We need to be able to provide for them.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsk. Minsk does not blame Minsk. Minsk blames the Stone Lord. But if the Stone Lord is Minsk, then, well, Minsk grows dizzy. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, tainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now. The dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. Of course. Of course! One look into his beady little eyes should be enough to tell Minsk there is pure and untainted goodness in this world. Oh, thank you, my friend. As ever, I shall do only what my heart and hamster tell me to. Kill the villains! Kill them all! Break them beneath my boots, no matter how they squeal for mercy. Ah, I feel better. Minsk is ready to go and do some butt-kicking. How dare you? Minsk pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsk. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsk bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure. The bards sing of fallen gods and mighty battles, but that is a small part of any saga. They do not sing of the times in between, when Saravak's butt had been kicked so hard that we thought he would never return. We settled in Baldur's Gate for a while. Gorian's Ward, Imoen, Jahira, Minsk, Boo, and Dinah here. My witch. She hated the city at first. Too busy, she said. Too noisy. Too many people. She complained of the smell. Although she complained of Boo's smell too, and he smells of fresh honey cakes, so Minsk believes her nose was confused. Then, one day, we walked past a shop full of wonders. Tiny magics fizzed in the air, and wizards from every corner of the world bickered and bartered. Sorcery sundries. Dinah here fell in love. Dragged poor Minsk there every day, and made him stand watch while she browsed the shelves. Minsk frowned and complained. He felt more like a babysitter than a berserker. But how Dinah here smiled. Not long after, Minsk and Boo were captured, and Dinah here was dead. Oh, I would gladly be a babysitter again to see her smile. That is what I remember. More than any battles against Baal and his spawn. Yes, Boo. I know you miss her too.
Yes? I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, we had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Well, if fool I be, then at least I'm in good company. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
You're sure?
Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
A natural impulse to try and shield one's loved ones from danger, especially when you feel a moral compunction to run headfirst towards it. I suspect any child of Jaheira's will share her self-destructive sense of justice. But at least her words give them pause for thought. I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. With pleasure. Lead on.
Jaheira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title, nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Wiclaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
There's no time to waste.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Have my attention.
Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment. You're having a chuffy laugh.
Only way to raise awareness is that bloody Balder's Mouth Gazette girl. Editors there couldn't give a toss about hanging her. Shame.
And you want to take that from us?
I've had enough of this. I've got a good mind to... Problem, citizen? Forget I said anything. All right. All animals must be surrendered. Failure to do so will...
Normal citizens strung up to die by the city. A real people's broadsheet
This
of
is
care.
out-and-out madness!
Torm, help us. What do we do?
What's next, I wonder?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Set reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Cat.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother. Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. You'll attract attention. In her name.
Especially with all these new fists. They'd be great crack, I bet. Well, there's plenty of folk in this park we could get to know.
You are impossible sometimes, Wendell. Impossible.
People hiding in the undergrowth. And I don't think they're relieving themselves.
Finally!
I'm ready.
Blood comes easy these days. Need to find a way forward.
I don't see what your problem is with the road. It hides my identity.
But it's not exactly inconspicuous. I can't believe you're dressed like the villain in a tragicomedy.
Well, if you can't believe it, that makes it unexpected. Just good, right?
May it please, Mistra.
The Dread Lord calls!
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course. Apologies. I warned him not to interfere. Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
ready.
Never a dull moment. Fall by my hand.
Let me recite their demise.
A better position.
Quick! Must be quick. This mind is small, fragile. Listen now. You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
Made into a mouthpiece by the Elder Brain itself. The merest taste of its manipulations, I fear.
What? What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Bloody hells! Who were that lot? And the captain? She's dead!
Baldur, the city's founder, gazes out to sea.
Always room for more.
Let merriment abound. A tribute to liberty. Compliments of Stony and Bony.
Journey, Morgan. Goodbye, Sparky! I'll sneak you some secret bacon at home.
The book was a lot more lewd than its prequels.
You smell like that place down south.
I think next time we'll hold our meeting inside.
Sex were the best bits of any book.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate.
So you have to go. My fingers crossed. Oh, look, I never get swallowed by a devil. Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Oh, knock it off! Let's go home! We can play Chase the Gelatinous Cube in the alley!
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's mouth rag. Except what the people actually want in a broadsheet. Puzzles.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate, city of crime and chaos?
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
Quite ready for you.
Chaos.
Trust no one.
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate, city of crime and chaos?
Quicker!
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
pleasure.
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have. Looking ahead. Let's move.
It's all right, Vanra. We'll stay right here.
I can sneak in here. Security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Does he say anything about the horrible present? City of...
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned. She pauses for a moment, but keeps her mouth shut. It seems you're free to enter.
Slim pickings up here, but safe. No one grabbing, no one biting. In the guts of the palace, hungry mouths down there.
Tonight is a sacred night. We are all blessed to be here.
Be welcome, citizen. Be safe.
She doesn't say a word. In fact, she barely seems there at all.
Didn't stop them running.
Keep your distance, darling.
All right. What now? Let me work my magic.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Well, hello.
Still alive. So that's progress. I'll take that.
Keep a blade close. Let's crack it open.
No time to rest.
So, Astarion, vampire dens. What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
Hilarious. You belong on stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
So long as there's a cheering crowd. Well, that's suspiciously welcoming.
The Master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you. Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. The writing means nothing to you. You can't even recognize the script.
There's writing like this all over the palace. Some old, probably dead language of Cazador's. We were strictly forbidden from learning it.
Watch your back.
Door to Cazador's. The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small, round hollow engraved with the Sar family crest. The writing means nothing to you.
Your desire?
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small, round hollow engraved with a family crest. The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest. It's written in archaic Kozikuran, a rare version of an already obscure language.
There are inscriptions like this all over the palace. Cazador strictly forbade us from learning the language.
You can make out enough to recognize an incantation, but the specifics elude you. You can tell you're missing something, though. You spot a reference to the family signet.
Can't give up now.
How delicious. A crooked touch.
That's curious.
to unhook it?
Whatever killed this werewolf burned it up from the inside. Its throat and innards are more liquid than solid.
I've got a long road ahead.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance. I feel so weak. There's necrotic magic. Yeah.
A long way to go still. I can tend to this.
Ah, the bedrooms. Never once slept in. This is where I took our guests. I'd entertained them here until Cazador appeared and took them away.
No one ever died here, though. Something strange happened to that girl.
Khazad-dûm, just like the symbols from that door.
Simple.
Best get going.
Ah, an excellent choice.
My faith will guide me.
What to do?
The woman's eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the Master. Everything's got to be perfect.
Behold! One of Khazad-dûm's deepest tricks. An illusionary wall. Behind it is the kennel. A fetid little cell he'd throw us into when displeased.
Looks like an ambush.
So you've come home, little one. And come to visit Goldie in your old kennel.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Goldie, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Goldie. Not very nice. Not very friendly. Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Goldie?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill Khazad-dûm.
How dare you? As if you could lay a finger on the Master, you ungrateful little brat! Goldie will not let you get away with blasphemy. Goldie will see you punished!
There's an inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
I must be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Master might see me. Master might approve.
Fresh meat then. All
This is where the spawn were kept. When we were getting neither the cat nor the stick.
Wolves will not obey. Their alpha make them. Wolves will not obey. Master not here.
Might be useful.
Bloody and raw.
There is so much to do, so much to prepare.
Wolves.
So tired. But it'll be over soon. I can rest soon.
Stupid. You will sit. You will obey.
There is so much to do, so much to prepare.
Tonight, it changes. Meat then. All we can eat. Bloody
Everything must be perfect.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Let's move.
Another day, another fight. Very well.
Need to stay focused. Got to move.
With haste. be on my way.
Can't give up. On my way.
Swords meet sorcery. Pawn to cleric 4.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Never a dull moment.
Jaheira's adept at keeping secrets, and for good reason.
You know, I never dreamed our noble Jaheira. It's nice to see heroes are as awful as the rest of us,
stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him. What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent. This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence. Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry. Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed. Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others. If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hells do they come from?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be. It's not just him. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
"170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me. There's no escape. No escape for us. And no escape for you, Astarion. This nightmare never ends, and it's your fault! You did this, damn you! I damn you to the hells! I damn you to misery! I damn you!
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual. Thank you. Yes. This will all be over soon. It's just sickening. Seeing them again. I don't know what else.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
Do the cattle not know you, boy? Have they not seen your fits of temper?
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
I'll strike you down.
Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger.
Don't get too close.
focus on surviving first.
Got to focus.
With finesse.
Can't even catch my breath.
done!
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Swift as my feet can carry me.
What's the plan?
What a day. Direct me.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this. I need your eyes, in a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
I'm making what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back, and copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine.
That power isn't worth so many lives. Trust me.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
Oh, no! No! There. Perfect.
Ungrateful child! Wretched child!
Time to take your place. Dominus, has animas ofero in sacrificio.
Do not speak those words. The cost is too great.
Don't you dare! I can feel their power flowing into me! Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi! That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free! Oh! Oh, it feels delicious. I think the answer to that is... whatever they damn well please! Come on, let's get out of here. I have a brand new world to explore. This is it. The hopeless dream dreamt by all of my kind. I am the greatest vampire to ever walk this land. Even the pale knight would have knelt before me. Feel what is in the air. I felt so very little. for so long. My edges dulled over the numb years rotting in the boudoir and kennels. Now, I can hear it at last. See it at last. How all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpads in their safe houses. Rats below our feet in their filthy holes. The crows in the night above. They will obey. The world will stir in fear. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. The very composition of my blood has been altered. This is but the beginning. I already hear the world whispering in sweet surrender. And I feel alive. Someone there?
I'll feel that one later.
Careful, I bite.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.